our belief thoughts because it drags us to a point where we really have to reason. Because Nigeria has actually made a lot of us not reason the way we are reasoning right now. It actually drowned our reasoning. And that's the problem with those that are still left inside the system. It is the entire thing is now like the film called the Matrix. It's like those at home are still inside the matrix, but we have been disconnected from that system. Well, Marigun, you can see that the shit is about to hit the fan now.
Smelling it all.
You can see
This
Ndume is now
everywhere right now, and they are doing
wrapping the
to
people.
deodorize it.
Exactly. A senator like Ndume is now trying to rap that is for the people. Yes. He stands with the people. Can you imagine?
Absolutely do.
Now wants to separate himself from all the mess that they have caused. He wants to separate himself as being white, while the others are black. Mm-hmm. That is how sad.
Want us to see it.
That's how sad everything is. Well, for the protest, Marigun, for me, I like the energy. I like some of the items you read out from the list that you already did. But we need the energy, like you always say, Marigun. Numbers count. We cannot discourage anybody. We cannot say what they are doing is not good. No, we need as much as, because whatever energy that starts up the bringing down of that contraction, it is welcome.
Call me and invite me.
It is welcome.
Any day, anytime. If I'm sleeping, I will wake up. Okay, even if I am half dead, I will be alive. Call me whenever we are dismantling the contraption. Go on, man.
Exactly. It is a welcome development, and that wind is blowing across Africa now. It's blowing across Africa. It's just that the Nigerian system has been damaged beyond some of the things that we should naturally expect. You understand, Mayogun? An average Kenyan is more socially conditioned, conscious, I beg your pardon. They are more socially conscious than an average Nigerian. Everything in Nigeria now is about food. Everybody just wants to survive that day. How many times am I going to eat today? That is all that is in their head. So it's going to be very interesting the next couple of weeks. Now we are another note to the Senate to increase the budget. They should pad it again. After the extra padding, they should now repad it.
Yes. And people can complain all they want. All of this are going to be still borrowed money.
Àwọn people wọ́n ti bà ìlú yẹn jẹ́, wọ́n ti jẹ ìlú yẹn run. As in, wọ́n ti jẹ ìlú yẹn tán.
Even after any revolution to recover, it will take years. I'm not kidding.
It will take years, Maegun. Years and years and years. It will take another generation, another round of sacrifice to get anything.
And that's why these people shouldn't go scot-free. They should never get away with all of this.
No, Mayogun, they should never get scot-free. No. I keep praying that the judgment of Haman should come upon them. And what was the judgment of Haman? Haman did not suffer alone. His children and his children's children suffered for it. The judgment of Haman should come upon them. They should not suffer alone. Their children should be held. Their children's children should be held also. Because what destroyed generations.
Looking at it generally, you just be like, how wicked can people really be? Not to see this damage.
I typed something. I think it was yesterday's program, Michael. I typed something. I said, just the Nigerian politician, and you will see the innocence of the devil. Look at the political class in Nigeria.
They didn't do that, but they will still blame him.
Exactly, Maegu. Just look at the political class in Nigeria. You will see the innocence of the devil. Àwọn ilé báwo lọ wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ dúró níwájú Ọlọ́run tó máa sọ pé àwọn pé èṣù burú. Báwo lọ ṣe fẹ́ ṣàlàyé pé èṣù ló ṣe èṣù ló burú. Nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe ẹ bàlújẹ́ ẹ jẹ lóhun. You destroy generations upon generations.
You don't even give a damn.
The Gen Z that should handle this situation. The reason why we cannot experience the same reaction as that of Kenya is that they've destroyed our Gen Z. They've destroyed them also. They are not mentally sound like we are expecting them to be.
No.
They are not on the same level. There is a clear difference. You showed a clip just now, on this program about the students in Ibadan protesting school fees. How will that money be brought down? When they finish,
wow, but they just want it down anyway.
They just want it down. How will it be brought down? Subsidy was removed on education. They don't know. They thought maybe they just said only petrol.
And now they don't know.
More.
Probably just finding out.
It's just like what exactly, my ego. It's just like what this our sister that keeps calling in Aduke. When she keeps mentioning education, people think, oh, it is just the formal education. No. That education just underline it, change it to information. Nigerians are not informed. They're not as informed as they should be. So if you are not informed, you will not be able to take the vital steps you should take. Yes, Nigerians are not informed people. That's why this whole mess now, it actually begs the question: are Nigerians really intelligent?
That's it.
Because you hear, oh, Nigerians are the most intelligent people in the world. They do this, they do that. Oh, it really begs that question. Are we truly intelligent? Can we really stand and say, yes, we can absorb something given to us, an information given to us, and we can actually process it and use it for the right reason? Because only àwọn wèrè ń sìn tó wà lórí space lórí Twitter tó ń sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ Igbo protest, Igbo this. Àwọn wèrè yẹn náà lọ school, wọ́n máa sọ pé àwọn lọ school.
Some of them even have families, grown-up men.
Wọ́n lọ school, pushing a negative, a bigot narrative, just because of the pennies you are collecting from your slave masters. It's just so sad, my ego. The situation is just so sad. And look at the religious leaders now. Everybody is trying to cash in or cash out.
It's cash out time.
They are quiet. All the Christian leaders that are making noise now, all of a sudden, all of them are quiet. Every single one is quiet. No one is saying a single word. That is why if you are a Christian and you are listening to my voice today, you really need to sit down and reevaluate your Christianity, reevaluate your life. This man that moved to the US with his family, was it last year or 2 years ago? This star, Sam Adeyemi. Yes, he made a comment one time, He said, spirituality does not give you the reason to lose your senses, to lose your level of reasoning. Being a Christian doesn't mean you have to be stupid.
Tell them.
We are following Christ doesn't mean you have to be stupid. So why do you keep lifting, just like African Wahala keeps saying, why do we respect them? Why do we revere them? Why do you respect Adeboye? If for me personally, if I was a member of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, immediately I realized all this rubbish, I would have left the church. I don't care if my branch is abroad or I don't care. I would have left, because that is not what Christ preaches. On fly, on budget lọ sí London. God will, you will just pray and you find yourself there. You will not have to fly there. Jet. Security. Security.
Let me take
Thank you, Michael.
You have a good one, brother. Okay.
You too.
You won't need a car to travel. You won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. and you'll be in London. Whether you believe it or not, the time is coming.
Can you believe it or not? Charm. Hello there.
Good afternoon. I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking.
Okay, I just want to my own submission with regards to everything that you shared with us on your platform today. Let me start with Ndume and how disingenuous he is, dishonest as well, right? Now you say that you want to speak for the so-called people. I mean, how long has he been in government? He's been in government since 1999,
24 years.
more than
Yeah.
24 years. So after 24 years, it has suddenly occurred to you that you need to speak up for your people, right? It has suddenly, when you lost access or whatever, when the current dispensation is no longer serving you, or when you're not able to tap into this current situation, now you have realized that, oh, okay, yes, people are actually suffering. Okay, if he's very, very sincere, let him calculate how much he has, gotten from this government since he has been a senator, and let him say, okay, I will take only my salary for this period of time. Every other benefits, I will convert it, I will monetize it, and I will give it to the people. When he does that, they will know he's serious. Up until then, this is just, it's just words. He's just talking. And I want to believe that people are not, believing anything that he's saying. And if there are people out there who are believing what Ndume is doing and saying that, oh, at least he's speaking for the people, then you are easily led. You are easily led. You are easily led down. You be easily led tomorrow. And I dare to say that there's no hope for you. There's no hope for you if you continue to believe people like this are actually on your side. He hasn't said one thing to say, okay, okay, just like how that Kenyan senator came out and said, although again, he had to take a situation that happened in Kenya for you to come out and yes.
That's why I said that they need to push them to that stage. So that people like Ndume will begin to do a press conference and say, I'm giving it back. I confess. Kind of.
Yeah, I don't even want only them. I don't want them confessing. Convert everything you have and give it to the people.
That's right.
Like, give it to the people. They are they are the true owners of your wealth, of the wealth that you claim that you have. Because ultimately you're a crook, you're a thief, and the best place for you is in prison. People like you should never see the corridors of power ever. Not because, okay, well, we've looked around, we can't see anybody, so we choose. No, people like you should never ever see the corridors of power. You are dishonest yesterday, today, and tomorrow you continue to be dishonest, because once another dispensation comes in and he's able to curry some favor, he'll be back to talking nonsense as usual. So I mean that's my own bit with regards to Ndume. No one out there believe what he's saying, and like I said, if you believe what he's saying, then you are easily led and you continue to be led, right? So, and then the other caller that talked about diversity, I think sometimes we kind of like confuse or conflate ideas and things like that, because I would say, and anyone can call in and have their own say as well. Diversity of cultures, right, does not equate to division of values. Now, because you are a certain tribe, doesn't necessarily mean that the things that you value are not valued by the next tribe. Now, a thief in Yoruba land does not equate to half a thief in Igbo land.
No.
A thief in Yoruba land is not a quarter of a thief in the north. A thief is a thief is a thief. Okay. Now, there's no less is here, or it means more there, right? Now, the things that will lead you to call a person a thief will not vary. It means that you have deprived something you have deprived someone of something illegally. You have gone against the law and deprived somebody of something that should not belong to you. So therefore, you're a thief. And I feel like at the end of the day, all cultures will say the same thing. We still have, when you come and say, okay, we don't have the same values because, okay, Sharia people are sorry, the North is Sharia. And again, when you say the North is Sharia, please, not every Northerner is a Muslim.
No.
Some Northerners are Christians. Let us understand what has been done to the indigenous people of the North. Okay, those people have been subjugated. They've almost been wiped out. The Christian population has taken a hit. So when you come and say, Sharia, the Muslims, this is what they want. Please take a moment and think about the people who are indigenous to the North, who do not have anything in common with
and all of that.
in sharing all those beliefs and everything.
If you look at your screen right now, you could pick few names and tell them what you are just saying to them. That there are Christians in some of the tribes that actually makes the majority of the northern part of Nigeria. And when we say the northern part of Nigeria, we are talking about this Sharia North and all of that, Hausa land. Now, in that is the place they also claim as northern Nigeria, the middle belt part of Nigeria is not northern Nigeria. When they present northern Nigeria, they will say our region doesn't, we know Islam is our region, the north. They are claiming the middle belt as northern Nigeria, and it is not. Continue, Chief.
And it is not. I schooled in the University of Jos, and a Plateau person, Birom, all of these people will tell you categorically that they are not northerners. So you can't even make that mistake from the start and call them a north. They will not take it kindly with you. Okay, so when you say, okay, because we're diverse and because, and everything, what we need to understand is that we haven't been able to, they have used the so-called diversity against us. We have forgotten that even though we are different tribally, we still share the same values. And again, I think it speaks again to the things that you're talking about, how a lot of the illiteracy and the ignorance have been weaponized, because that's the situation you have in Nigeria. Now, when you say, okay, the people in the Igbo land, I think, let me say, okay, like everyone should protest if they want to protest. But I put a caveat there.
That's what it's all about.
You protest where you live, because you don't say no. You can't say, okay, no, all the Igbos should come to Igbo land and just protest in Igbo. No, you protest where you live. All of the criminals are where you live. They're not somewhere else. They're where you live, and the criminals where you live are the ones who are, who have the greatest impact on you. Okay. Now I know that there's a lot of apprehension against, around Igbo people joining the protest, and you know why, right? Because more than enough times we have been made the scapegoats of every
for things that you probably didn't even know anything about.
Blame for things that we don't even know about, and everything. Even though Igbos have been coming out to say, okay, we're not going to join your protest and everything, right? People are still villainizing the Igbos and saying that this protest are the Igbos. Now, forgetting that if you take a moment to actually think about the Igbo journey in this contraption called Nigeria, right? This is the people who, like the previous caller said, is the most heavily militarized area in the whole region, right? These people haven't been given any kind of infrastructure, right? These people have had to somehow find some existence and wealth outside of the traditional ways. You understand? We haven't had to go into government or governors, except, again, those criminals that are within our own people.
Using the Igbo meal tickets for their own feeding bottle. We have them in Yoruba land.
Exactly, right? So like when a lot of people come out and say, okay, talk about the Igbos and everything, you have to understand that because of the things that we have been through decades upon decades, we are the best equipped to actually weather this storm, because we have been so out of the hole. We have been under governance but not governed, if you understand what I mean, right? We haven't received anything in form of infrastructure, all of that. We've just been given the barest minimum, but as a tribe and as a people, we have been kind of like kept out of the loop of things. Okay, so when you think about that and you're saying, okay, these people should come and join you to do what exactly? If you're being honest and sincere with yourself. Because when you're sincere with yourself, when you're sincere with the problems of the country of Nigeria, and you actually don't look past your immediate issues, but that the problems of Nigeria stem from even the injustice done to one, which nobody ever addressed. And just like you said, injustice done to one is injustice done to all. When you say, okay, I'm not going to talk about, because okay, it is Igbo people, that's their own business, and then tomorrow you. Do you understand? It's the same thing you just said now.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
don't say, okay, because they, because they're coming for the Igbos, they're just going to say so. That's what Nigeria is suffering from now. That injustice, that, folding your arms, when everyone should have stood up and said, you know what?
I mean, I've had some of these miscreants, Igbo miscreants, who have come onto my platform to say to me that, "Che, you, why you are just using the Igbo problem to cash out money?" I was like, "Are you?" I know they are kind of here too, right?
And I'm glad that we don't.
Why are you talking about the Igbos? Leave us alone. Stop talking about us. I was like, "No, I'm not talking about you, lunatic. I'm talking about the real people who understands, right? What
I dare to say that.
So I've had few like that. I just want people to know that it's not about you.
It's
so
not,
it's
just like you
more
said,
about myself and where I come from than anyone else. Because if you